Tissues litter the floor. Hannah lies red-nosed and limp in her bed. When she tosses and turns, she feels the gritty saltine crumbs poke her clammy skin. When she attempts to inhale through her congested nose, she catches a whiff of cherry-flavored cough syrup lingering in the air. Trapped in her stuffy room, Hannah is irritated about missing an entire day of school. Right now, she should be listening to a crucial IB biology lecture on DNA replication. But because of her absence, she will have to get those notes from her teachers or friends later. She can't help but feel frustrated that she caught this nasty bug from her friend who came to school sick a couple days earlier. Wow, thanks a lot, Sam. You're the reason I'm stuck at home. Now I'll have to go get the notes during AT and learn the material on my own. If only her friend had stayed home sick, this whole scenario could have been avoided. This unfortunate situation is not uncommon. In fact, a student's ability to learn is often jeopardized by the rampant nature of illnesses. Absenteeism is a prevailing issue in schools throughout the nation. According to the CDC, nearly 22 million school days are lost each year due to colds alone, and 38 million school days are lost each year due to the influenza virus. The presence of the flu and other illnesses invariably disrupts student learning. Some students fall behind in their classes as they lie suffering at home. Others decide to brave the sniffles and attend class anyway, unaware of the contagiousness of their illness. More so, students who have not yet displayed symptoms can still easily infect their peers because they are confined in small classrooms and crowded hallways. Researchers from Virginia Tech found that in densely populated rooms, a typical cubic meter of air contained an average of 16,000 particles of flu virus. Most were less than 2.5 thousandths of a millimeter across, which remain suspended in the air for hours on end. As a result, illnesses can wreak havoc on these teenagers' academic life. Unfortunately, Hannah underestimated the potency of her sickness and chose to face the brutality of school. More often than not, students prefer to attend class sick rather than pay the penalty of missing school, yet they naively assume that their minds can still function at their full potential. In reality, students' bodies are too exhausted from fighting off infectious pathogens, so they have little to no energy for participation. With foggy minds and burning throats, students are also unable to focus on material in class, let alone perform optimally on tests. Motivation is the exact opposite of what students feel. Instead, students long to go home, curl up in their warm bed, and have some hot steaming soup and sleep. Let's say Hannah stayed home. This means she would still face a tower of missing work that would continue to grow exponentially. Since Sunset is an academically rigorous institution, students' homework loads are already piled high, and missed notes and exams will require multiple hours to make up. Regardless of their environment, the students' academics suffer. Thankfully, there are numerous methods to prevent students from the blight of sickness. One is vaccinations. With a vaccination rate of only 47%, high school students overlook the importance of getting their flu shot, nor do they enjoy the thought of sticking a needle in their arm. Despite this, the CDC found that influenza vaccinations were estimated to have averted 7.2 million illnesses, 3.1 million doctor's visits, and 90,000 hospitalizations due to the flu during last year's flu season. Students should receive their shots at the beginning of the flu season, and advertisements around Sunset, such as posters and announcements, could help promote this practice as well. Another option is for Sunset to host a clinic. As kids grow older, their immune systems become more evolved, and parents become less concerned with making vaccination appointments for their teens. Flu viruses also mutate every season, leaving teens to face unpredictable school years. A clinic after school administering flu shots would be an easily accessible solution to all of these problems, and as a result, students' learning would be unimpaired. Another reasonable solution would be to establish better eating habits. Many teens binge on junk food, unaware of the harmful effects on their immune system, yet a well-balanced diet would keep students healthy. Maybe if Hannah had replaced her daily Snickers bar with an orange, she might not have caught her friend's nasty bug. Consequently, parents have a responsibility to promote their child's wellness. They can achieve this by offering healthy breakfasts and nutritious dinners that include fruits and whole grains. Additionally, parents should promote vitamin consumption because according to Dr. Ray Schilling, MD, taking a vitamin D3 supplement can specifically assist in strengthening the immune system. With these internal practices, students will maintain their body's health, and as a result, their peers will reap the benefits of this as well. By employing other practices on the surface of our skin, students can effectively ward off the clutches of the flu. This includes hand washing. Unfortunately, only 50% of high school students wash their hands, and an average of less than 20% actually use soap. At Sunset, the bathrooms frequently lack soap, making it impossible for students to properly wash their hands. The Mayo Clinic recommends rubbing your hands vigorously for at least 20 seconds. In elementary school, teachers always force students to wash their hands before lunch and after playtime with toys. but the freedom in high school has enabled teens to forget the importance of hand washing. The amount of donations is another significant difference between elementary school and high school. Back in grade school, most parents and students received long checklists of classroom materials and sanitary products. These included tissues, hand sanitizer, and disinfectant wipes. Cleaning supplies contributions in high schools are unfortunately neglected, and the few supplies that are donated are quickly depreciated. Frequent volunteering opportunities could also be established for students to disinfect surfaces around the school, and this would encourage the donation of cleaning supplies as well. Ultimately, it is up to the community to band together and donate supplies in order to support the health of future generations. Overall, illnesses threaten students' academic life. In a melting pot of germs, one student's illness can quickly lead to a school-wide breakout. On the other hand, students still fall behind in their schoolwork if they stay home. Therefore, preventative strategies must be taken so that our community remains healthy. By getting her flu shot or washing her hands properly, Hannah and students like her would have avoided the detrimental consequences of falling ill.